Hey, you guys. Okay, so I want to share a little story or testimony time of how the Lord delivered me from the spirit of gluttony. So, and just like my food addiction. Okay, so I had just got off of a 3-day fast, and it was so weird because I want to say like the day after, I felt like the Lord was telling me to fast again. And I'm thinking like, heck no, like there is no way the Lord is telling me to fast again. Like I just got off a water fast. But long behold, yes, the Lord was definitely calling me to a fast. And I felt like he was saying 10 days, which sounded even crazier to me. And I'm like, there is no way. Like, Lord, I'm not trying to die. So I was just being Noelle, and I'm like, okay, Lord, if you want me to do a 10-day fast, I really need you to confirm it. And I was driving, and there was like this truck that went by, and it had the, like in big letters, like 10, Ten. And I'm like, I'm gonna need to see something more than that. Like, and then I ended up like looking down, and it was just like 10, 10, 10. Like I was just seeing it. And then to top it off, right, for those who don't believe in signs or confirmations, I was reading that night in Daniel, and it was talking about him keeping from eating delicacies for 10 days. Now, I always thought it was only the 21 days in Daniel, but there was actually a 10 days in there. And when I seen that, when I say my jaw dropped, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, for sure the Lord is telling me to fast for 10 days. Like there's no running from this, okay? So I didn't really understand why I was fasting. I had got off my 3-day water fast because my son was sick, and obviously I knew there was like a purpose to that. This one I didn't really understand. And so I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to be obedient. So during this 10-day fast, all I did was eat vegetables, fruit, like beans, black beans, and nuts. So I did that for 10 days. And, one thing during this 10-day fast was I definitely got closer to the Lord again, because I was feeling a little bit distant, and I felt like, okay, like we're locked in. We're locked in again. Like, I don't know. Do you ever feel like that? Like, do you ever feel it's just like your best friend, like you don't talk for a little bit? And I talk to God every day, but it's just like, recently it wasn't like consistent how it used to be. So like when you don't talk to your best friend for a while, and it's just like, dang, I feel like a little distant, or like I miss you. Like it felt like that. So I was just happy for that as well during this 10-day fast. Now let me get to the gluttony part, okay? Because I already knew I was struggling with food addiction. I have never really struggled like that with it. Like if I want to diet, I can diet, and I can do it usually. Like, I mean, even when I'm pregnant, it's so weird. Like I diet and I do great at it during my pregnancies. But for some reason, this specific time, I was having the hardest time giving up food. Like I would just binge eat. I would emotionally eat. If I was happy, I would eat. Like I felt like I needed to treat myself with a crappy, unhealthy meal. Like it's just so weird. Like something fun to do, I'm gonna go eat. It was just really bad. And I knew I was fed up with it. I knew I was tired of it, and I knew I wanted it to change, but it just seemed like the hardest thing to do. I was just so like stuck in it, and it just felt like chains, honestly. And I remember like I would repent too, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm making food an idol, because when I'm sad, when I'm mad, I turn to food to comfort me. And I shouldn't be turning to food to comfort me. I should be turning to God to comfort me. So I knew it was definitely a problem for sure, and I was struggling with it. I even went and I got on tirzepatide, like the GLP-1, I think that's what it is. I went and got on that. I wasn't losing the weight. I was not even on these weight loss pills that used to work so good for me. Literally, I could eat nothing all day on these pills. Like, that's how, like, the appetite suppressant, like, it was good, right? But then boom, like right after, like if I didn't take the pill or something, boom, I was binge eating. I was literally, like, it was just so bad. So not even weight loss, the supplements were helping me. And I remember one time I had got my weight loss pills, and I was like, Lord, I don't want to take these. Like, I don't want to put these in my body. I know that you can do this. I know that you can help me in this. Like, please help me, because I can't do it on my own. And it may sound funny to some people, but it was a really serious thing for me. I was really struggling with food addiction. And I remember, like, just as a sign of faith, I threw the pills away. And next week, I went and bought the pills again. I went to the doctors and got the pills again because I was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. And did I lose any weight? Within the 3 weeks that I was on those pills, I did not lose anything. I kept going right back to the same weight. So fast forward, I do this 10-day fast. Obviously, I'm just eating what the Lord is telling me: veggies, fruits, nuts, beans, right? He kept me so strong during that fast. And it was like, I didn't even realize what exactly he was doing in that moment until I got off the fast. And you guys, the day after I got off the fast, because obviously I wasn't doing the fast to lose weight, and I didn't even know I was doing the fast to break this food addiction. I wasn't even aware of that. Like, that wasn't my intention in the fast. I didn't realize it until after the fact. And I wasn't craving bad food anymore. I was actually fine with what I was eating. And I had ended up weighing myself like the day after the fast was over. And you guys, all the weight that I had been struggling to lose, like not all the weight, but just that first goal that I was trying to get to, the Lord did that within the 10-day fast. He did it within the 10-day fast. Not only did he help me lose that weight that I was like stuck, he helped me not to have this food addiction, not to have this like food as an idol. Even when I broke it, like, I'm not gonna lie, during it I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat. I cannot wait to get some pizza. Like, it was so hard because my family was still eating certain things at times. So those moments were hard, and I'm like, I cannot watch. After this 10 days, I am about to go get a pizza. As soon as that 10 days was over, I didn't even want the pizza. I didn't even want all this crappy food. I didn't. Like, of course, like, you want to like a little treat or whatever, but it wasn't the way it was before, like this unhealthy way of looking at food. And even now, as I'm looking at food or I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat, I'm so aware and cautious of what I'm now putting in my body. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I'm like, that sounds good, but I know it's going to make me feel like crap after. And I'm definitely not trying to go back to what the Lord just brought me out of. So I just wanted to encourage you guys with that, because I don't think a lot of people talk about food addiction, and that I do feel it's a spiritual thing. And I do know for a fact that the Lord wants us to take care of our bodies, wants us to take care of our temples, and he can absolutely help you do that. Now, I'm not saying I'm against weight loss supplements or anything like that. To each his own. This was something that I felt I needed to do, was to call on the Lord and help me with it, because I didn't want to take the supplements. But like I said previously too, I didn't know that this was going to come out of this 10-day fast. So the Lord is so faithful, because I had that kind of just like went over my head for a while, you know? So yeah, I just want to encourage you, like, if this is something that you're struggling with, if you feel like you're struggling with food addiction, like you're just stuck at this weight, or you find yourself binge eating. And that was another thing that I knew. This appetite suppressant, I'm not hungry on it, right? The minute I stop taking them, I'm eating the same way. So it's like, if I go and I lose 50 pounds, the minute I get off of that, I'm probably going to gain it back plus more. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that, but a lot of people, that's what happens to them. Not everybody, but some people. So thank you, Holy Spirit. It's really getting to the root issue. And that was the food addiction. So, and just that, I mean, you can call it a spirit of gluttony. Like, I'm just calling it what it is. Like, it was just bad. So I feel so good right now. I had to go shop. Okay, you guys, it's only been 10 days. It's only been 10 days and I had to go shopping right now to get new clothes because I was having diaper booty. That's how saggy my shorts were yesterday. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, I went and lost like a crazy amount of weight. I'm just saying like I'm definitely less than what I was before I started the fast. Like, and I notice the difference and I feel the difference and I feel good and I want to eat good. And it's just great. Honestly, it's a great feeling. And I pray that if you are going through these struggles, you're not alone, and the Lord will definitely help you and deliver you out of those things. And if you think to yourself like, oh my gosh, a fast, that sounds impossible. Let me tell you, I thought the same thing, especially coming off of a 3-day water fast. All I wanted to do was eat. So trust me, I understand what you're feeling, but it's His supernatural strength that gets you through it. It's crazy. Like, it is crazy because I did not feel super hungry during this fast. I did not. And it's like when I did, I was eating fruits I liked, or, veggies. Ooh, I don't really like veggies to begin with. So I was kind of just doing what I could with those. But it was great. And I'm so grateful that the Lord helped me with that because I was really struggling with it. So definitely call upon the Lord and ask Him to help you with this. And I am praying that you fully get delivered from this food addiction because it's a real thing and it's very scary and it's very harmful to us and our families. So I love you guys, and I hope that was encouraging.